Hey everybody, it's me, JTJ. I'm coming at you with another King of the Hill Season 14, Episode 5. So, yeah, this episode was developed by Soudin K. Patterson, and it was written by Jeremy Husso. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Husso. And as per usual, it was created by Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. I guess a little bit of the episode had Johnny Hardwick doing the voice of Dale, but you could hear the other guy doing the voice too, unfortunately. God, I hate that. They're mixing them together. It doesn't work. I definitely know that Jonathan Joss was in this one, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But anyway, so the episode is about Hank becoming a referee for soccer. So, as we know in the past about Hank Hill, he did not like soccer. In fact, there's an episode where Will Ferrell guest stars and he roasts the fuck out of soccer. He basically, gives Will Ferrell's character the business because he doesn't like that Bobby joined his soccer team. But in this episode, you discover that Hank actually started getting into soccer when he was in Saudi Arabia because of how the field looked, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. You fall in love with a different sport in a different country. It's bound to happen if you live in a country long enough. But he starts coaching a soccer team. And Bobby was going to go buy a car, but instead he wound up pulling a Josh from Drake and Josh and buying an animal instead. Only this animal was extremely bigger and you can't really keep it in an apartment. He bought a horse. I kid you not, he buys a horse. And his landlord was not cool with him owning a horse because I guess it shit on his wife's car in the garage, which horses will do that. But it's just kind of funny seeing Bobby not think it through. So Hank, and there's a side plot with Dale thinking Hank is a terrorist. So we finally get where Dale is a bigot. I finally know why he's a bigot, and he thinks Hank's one of those terrorists you remember hearing about that would, believed once they die, they will be in heaven with 72 virgins or something. And Hank, babies Dale by telling him, "You're right, Dale, I am a double agent, but I'm a double agent working for the US government. I tricked the Saudis by telling them I liked soccer." So he made Dale think he didn't like soccer when he actually does like soccer. And then Bobby winds up contacting John Redcorn to give the horse to John Redcorn. And John Redcorn sees the horse and he envisions the idea of seeing Joseph ride the horse. Well, John Redcorn rides his own horse and they ride them together. And it's like a little fantasy because if you remember in the original series how John Redcorn was obsessed with being Joseph's father, which, by the way, John Redcorn isn't. Dale is, because Dale raised Joseph. He practically did all the work that John Redcorn didn't do, so John Redcorn does not get the right to call Joseph his son. If anything, it's more like a uncle-nephew type of relationship at best. I mean at best. But it's kind of funny. Both Johnny Hardwick, who voiced Dale, died, and sadly, so did Jonathan Joss, who voiced John Redcorn. So it's kind of like the character Joseph lost two dads in a way, which is kind of funny in a tragic way. It's kind of like a dark humor type of deal. It's kind of funny, but not funny, haha. But anyway, what would I rate this episode? Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bonus seeing a little more of John Redcorn than just 2 lines out of him. But I think I'm gonna rate this one a 6.1. So yeah, it was okay. It was not as bad as the first episode, but it earned its rating. So yeah. Also, I'm still going to be doing the old episodes of Candy Hill for doing reviews. I'm just, pacing myself. I'm just going to finish doing the revival, and yeah. But till next time, stay tight.